York and on the new Hot 97 app. Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
Yesterday at this time, we discussed the Cam Newton story and got a lot of heated calls, many of which were like, don't be that tough on Cam. Some just thought Rosenberg was railing Cam because Cam was black, and the lady that asked the question was white.
Oh, yeah, you know me. I'm big on that.
Then now that you find out that this lady had racist tweets in the back, people want to come for Rosenberg like, how's it feel you was riding for a racist? How's it feel? This didn't have anything to do with your wife. You was just protecting her because she's white.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What do you say to that, Rosenberg?
I don't believe anyone actually said that.
I just saw a tweet.
Yeah, some people
I added
were.
you in it.
You did?
They added Paul Rosenberg, and I just re-added you.
Sorry, Paul. And what'd the person say?
How do you feel like you're riding for a racist? And
Tell your man Rosenberg to stop be tap dancing now. How does it feel riding for a racist? Your wife had nothing to do with this. Okay.
And my response was, your wife is a sports journalist. She's been sexualized at work. You told that story yesterday in her job. And you
as all women have at some point in media, yeah.
Yes.
And in multiple jobs.
And multiple jobs, of course. So
and you work, and we talked about this yesterday, I'm not as close to it as you are, right? I don't work in sports. I don't work in sports journalists. I thought Cam's a D-bag, but he was a D-bag before this. Love his apology. Matter of fact, he kind of won me over with his apology. If you didn't hear the apology, you got it right here.
I understand that my word choice was extremely degrading and disrespectful to women. To be honest, that was not my intentions. And if you are a person who took offense to what I said, I sincerely apologize to you. I'm a man who tries to be a positive role model in my community and tries to use my platform to inspire others. I take ownership to everything that comes with that. What I did was extremely unacceptable. I'm a father to two beautiful daughters. At their age, I try to instill in them that they can do and be anything that they want to be. During this whole process, I've already lost sponsors and countless fans. I realized that the joke was really on me. I've learned a valuable lesson from this. And to the young people who see this, I hope that you learn something from this as well. Don't be like me, be better than me. To the reporters, to the journalists, to the moms, super moms, to the daughters, the sisters, and the women all around the world, I sincerely apologize and hope that you can find the kindness in your heart to forgive me.
Really good apology, no doubt about it. You know, my brother texted me yesterday. He's like, "You're going kind of hard at Cam. Like, damn, like there's bigger issues in the world. Why are you going so hard?" And I said, "Well, listen, that moment, I'm around so many women who work so hard at this. So many reporters at ESPN who work so hard, and that moment of just being so chauvinist and belittling all women, I found it very offensive. Like, there's no way around it. And the fact is, I love his apology. I think it's all you can ask for someone when they make a mistake is to be really real. Do I still think he showed his ass and that's basically the guy he probably is when he's alone? Yeah, I probably feel that way, but I respect the hell out of your apology, and I'll absolutely give you the chance to see if you become a good guy. I mean, I'm totally open to that. Now, that doesn't change the fact that I was offended, and it doesn't change the fact that the lady who happened to be the person who he said it to is also a douchebag, okay? So we see
douchebag is light.
Yeah, like we see the tweets from her.
She's an a-hole.
Oh, yeah,
she's a racist. She celebrates her father's racism on social media. Well, now, mind you, it was 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Which makes her like 21.
She's young and dumb, but still, fam.
Yeah, no, it was, and as we've been saying kind of all morning, guys, like, it's not, it comes back to what we said yesterday. You don't have to keep separating everything by race. Like, Cam was a jackass.
Didn't have anything to do with race.
And he didn't know about her tweets. He didn't even remember her name, okay? So it had nothing to do with that. Cam was disrespectful to all women when he said that, which he apologized for.
He wasn't, and he said, and mind you, he said women. He didn't say you.
No, he never mentioned her, probably because he didn't feel as bad about her after he found out about her past. Then we look into her tweets and find out she also is a jackass. That doesn't make the initial thing less offensive.
Yeah, they both can be wrong.
And it doesn't, right, it doesn't make it okay because she was this person that she said those things. They're both wrong.
But that speaks to what we've been talking about on this show for so long, is how, you know, and we took tons of calls yesterday from people who immediately, because the woman once they found out the woman was white, had no feeling for her whatsoever and took Cam's side. That is a problem. That is a big problem where you're not, and let me say we're not able to differentiate. Some are, but too many of us aren't able to differentiate one circumstance from another circumstance. And this plays into religion. When somebody finds out that somebody's Muslim, or somebody finds out that somebody's Jewish, they're Jewish. So, we start using these other categories, these other boxes to give ourselves reasons to pick sides in a circumstance that had nothing to do with any of that. And this was a gender circumstance.
I saw you fighting that good fight yesterday on Twitter because people were coming at you. And instantly, and it was just disappointing to see, like, everyone made it a black-white issue, and I was like, but guys, literally this before the tweets, this had nothing to do with race. This was just a man doing something that a lot of men do, which is making a woman feel like crap because she's a woman. That's it. And to see that everyone instantly, all they saw is Cam black, reporter white, I'm going to go to where I'm supposed to go. That's so sad to me.
Well, it's not only sad, but scary.
And it's going to only get worse living in where we are right now. In Trump's America.
And I challenge everybody that can hear our voices right now to try to do that unpacking. Because we're programmed to behave that way. We've been taught to behave that way.
Yes, even yesterday, like I told you, I saw a lot of women defending Cam just because he's handsome. They're like, oh, no, that's my bro. He would never do anything like that. I'm like,
Shawnee,
that has nothing to do with it.
I'm saying it's easy to go there, though, because we see
but there we
successful.
Right,
no,
but,
I'm not saying that it's right. I'm just saying that it is easy to go there because we see successful black athletes, entertainers, whatever, get targeted for simple things.
Yeah, but we can't continue to make excuses.
That's what I'm saying.
For our program.
Yes.
Well,
we know better. We can't continue to make excuses for our program.
Not trying to make an excuse for him, but when you say
I'm not saying you are for him. I'm saying for people when you say terms like it's easy.
It is easy. When you've seen it
over and
over. It doesn't make it correct. Doesn't make it right. He definitely was wrong in this situation. But it seems like, here they go trying to tear another black man down because we've seen it in several situations.
And again, that's Ebro's point, though.
And when he wasn't so blatant with it. It seems blatant, but to the average person who feels like women don't know sports as much as men.
Once again, the more we make
falling into a stereotype.
The more we continue to make excuses, the more we don't make progress. That's with anything in your life. If you're trying to lose weight and you make an excuse today to go and have that cake, the more you're not going to make progress. I'm just saying, it's that simple.
Hold on, Ebro, real quick. This is a good one. Might have to get the bomb ready. What's the number one thing Shawnee talks about when we meet with the police?
Accountability.
So then when you're black, and when another black person does something wrong, we should
not gonna hold them accountable.
We can't treat our skin color like we think police treat the blue. No. You just got to go, well, that guy's wrong.
Absolutely.
And we don't do that too often.
And the fact is, he has been accountable for it. So I'm like, that's
at this
dope.
point.
He was wrong. He's accountable. Look, I made a mistake. Clearly, this was a sensitive topic that I took for granted, right? So he has been accountable. But what I'm saying is, in the social programming of why the average person has come out to either defend or go at him is easy to see because there's been a long line of people who are in his position who get torn down.
I see that, but it doesn't make it right.
We get all that.
No,
but
I'm not defending.
You are, though.
I'm not defending. I think you were trying to dissect. I'm talking.
He was trying to help dissect. He's a guru.
That's it. You were saying that why do people go into this all the time?
I know why. I was a rhetorical question.
Okay. All right.
It's because we're sheep and robots and we're programmed and we take the easy way out and we don't want to be made uncomfortable and we don't want to have hard conversations and we want it's Friday. Why are you guys talking about this on a Friday? I mean, come on, guys. It's Friday. Come on, let's party. That's why. That's why we do what we do. It's because we want the easy way out because we're lazy and we don't want to do the work. And now we live in a time where it's just, we're just oozing. We're just oozing with ugly. Ugly's coming out of everywhere because we've been lazy. Because we've been lazy.
I agree 100%.
We're sick, dying, eating poison food, going at each other, picking sides, doing all this because we're sick and lazy. And that's why yesterday, something that was clearly about gender, chauvinism and sexism, got spun into a race conversation. And people didn't even have the sophistication to apply it separately.
To separate it, yeah.
It happens.
And maybe I'm asking too much. I mean, look, Donald Trump is the president.
Right.
Maybe my expectations are too high.
Honestly, it still doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Listen, being a good person, man, it's not, Ebro, this is like I told you, I live in this, so do you, but I really live in this every day because I come here and there's a certain segment of the population that hears how white I sound, and the fact that I'm willing to point out sometimes when I think black people are wrong about something. And no matter what they hear me say every day,
but you're not allowed to say anything because you're white. You're racist.
Then I go on ESPN in the afternoon, and I'm hated by the conservatives who think I'm this white snowflake who defends everything black. Oh, Rosenberg, of course he's defending Kaepernick again. Like, I had to even say yesterday on the air, when I was coming at Cam Newton, I was like, guys, let's be honest. I know I'm the person who would generally be defending the marquee black athlete, but I'm not doing that with Cam Newton because I know how people perceive me. But on both sides, I'm perceived differently simply by the different skin tone of the two audiences.
That's what people do.
Well, no, and then I love the other element. When then you're Jewish, and then other white people turn on you. Racist white people turn on you because you're Jewish.
Oh, I get those. These people have been sending me recently because I said some stuff last week about white people should feel white guilt. I started getting these tweets from people where they send me these crazy anti-Semitic images of like a big-nosed cartoon Jew.
You mean Gargamel from Smurfs?
Like basically Gargamel. Like, yeah, like the big miser or whatever. It's crazy out here, guys.